Hello, Westminster. I'm Lieutenant Shawn Caswell with the Westminster Fire Department, and I'm here with my friend Beryl to give you some tips on how to stay safe on your paddleboard while enjoying Standley Lake. There are a couple of things to keep in mind when visiting Standley Lake. First, there are no station lifeguards at the lake. Free swimming is not allowed, but we do allow paddleboards and kayaks. However, there are still rangers patrolling the shore of the lake. Most importantly, Standley Lake can be home to some unique and sudden bad weather changes. Thunderstorms and lightning can roll over the lake without much notice. For these reasons, it is very important to follow a few simple safety standards. Always check the weather before you go out on a paddleboard. Wear a personal flotation device, also known as a PFD. This is required when you rent a paddleboard at Standley Lake. Anyone 16 years of age or younger must wear their life vest at all times. That means you, Beryl. Even your four-legged friend should wear a life vest while paddleboarding with you. Here in Colorado, we are a cold water state. The water from the mountains melts, fills up the reservoirs, and in the springtime it's very cold. That's why today I've chosen to wear my water rescue suit. While paddleboarding, make sure your leash is attached, typically to your ankle. This way, when you lose your board, it will not float away or potentially fly off in high winds. If storm clouds roll in, lay down on your board as flat as you can and paddle back to shore using a surf paddle technique. An extra precaution you can take is to carry a whistle. You can even tie it to your life vest so it won't be lost. The sound of a whistle carries very well across the water and can notify others, even at a great distance, that you need help. Every year, the Westminster Fire Department trains for water rescues, specifically on Standley Lake. We're always ready to help. If you hear someone calling or whistling for help, we encourage you to help. If you have your phone, please call 911. This will activate rangers on the lake and rescue teams from the fire department. Immediately after calling, keep an eye on that person in the water. Locate something distinctive behind them, a unique tree or structure if the person goes under the water. This will allow rescuers to focus on an area between you and that object. If you're on the water, you may choose to help the person yourself. We recommend paddling to retrieve the lost board. Or alternatively, you can stay low to your board and offer the person in the water your life vest, then paddle them over to retrieve their board. Ultimately, understanding the dangers of paddleboarding is the first step to keeping you safe. It's generally a low-risk activity. Just make sure you're prepared and have the right gear to enjoy it safely. Happy paddling, Westminster. We'll see you out at the lake.